I have been mulling over something in my mind a lot recently. A lot of it has come because of the writing that I'm doing, but also the work that I'm doing in the particular space, which is digital currencies, virtual currencies, particularly as they're related to governments and interacting with governments. And then also that's expressed itself in the new curriculum for Bitcoin Mystery School, the currency curriculum, that you can go August 23rd, 24th, and 25th. There's still a few seats, so you can do that and become part of our Telegram group. What I've been mulling over, what I've been thinking a lot about, and what I'm going to share with you here is a question of whether we might be seeing the emergence of something new. And that really is, I don't even know how to qualify it or classify it, but it is a new form of nation. And so a digital nation, and it is in the form of the company Tether, USDT, the issuers of USDT. And the question becomes, is that company, first off, is it a company? I know it's incorporated, but does it even fall in with typical of a company, or is it something new? And then if it is something new, is it a nation? Okay, here's why I have come to ask this question. One of the things that I have realized, and something that is talked about extensively, as I've looked at the history of currencies, and particularly global reserve currencies, is that they are the artifacts of empire. And in some ways, as I've said before, you cannot separate an empire from its currency. So you look at global empires all the way back to the time of Jesus. And at that time, even in Jerusalem, even in the temple, they were using the Phoenician shekel, the Canaanite Phoenician shekel, as their money. The Phoenician Empire obviously was a massive sea empire of its time, going from basically the entire Mediterranean, spanning the whole thing. So from the area around what is now Israel to up into Greece, down over to Sicily, obviously Carthage, all the way out to Gibraltar, around to Portugal. All of there was all sorts of Phoenician cities. And then, of course, you have all of the others as well. The Venetian Empire, the Roman Empire, the British Empire, which of course had the pound, and the Spanish Empire, the Dutch Empire, the Holy Roman Empire, which is where the thaler comes from, and then of course the peso or dollar, thaler, that spanned everywhere, including where I am now in the Marianas. Philippines still uses the peso, and that was the money used here, the currency, the global reserve currency used here. And now of course the US dollar. And there is a global reserve cryptocurrency that is larger than most people understand. Bitcoin is priced in USDT, as is every other cryptocurrency. And when I say that, you can know that. Just go to CoinMarketCap, select your favorite cryptocurrency, open up the markets tab, and see what the trading pairs are. It's not such and such token to USD. It's going to be such and such token to USDT, especially when you look at the volumes. And USDT has the highest volume of any cryptocurrency. It's pretty much, when you look at the volumes and you lay them out, all of the trades in Bitcoin or Ethereum, if you add them up, the volume is still less than the total volume of all the USDT trades, which means USDT was basically on the other side of all of those. There are 115 approximately billion USDT tokens in circulation. So that's, each one represents $1. So we say $115 billion worth. So where does that put it in terms of currency in circulation? Well, think about this. The paper notes and coins of Great British pounds, a major world currency, is only 95 billion in circulation. So it's more than a Great British pound. And the company Tether just recorded and reported $5 billion in profits. Right? We can't really talk about their revenue because, they make their profits off of basically ownership of securities. But if you consider that they've got hundreds of billions of dollars, probably about $90 billion if you add it up, given the interest rate. In U.S. securities, it makes them one of the highest holders of U.S. securities, more than many nations that hold U.S. Treasury certificates. And if you were to take their revenue and inflation adjust it, because we have numbers maybe back to 2019, 2020 for all, let's say, 238 countries that CIA, World Factbook or whatever the heck they call it, that it records. Tether would be at around, in 2019, 5 billion now would be around 4.1 billion, which basically puts it at like number 113 to 115, above Papua New Guinea, above Jamaica in terms of the revenue. So we have a currency that has more in circulation than the Great British Pound in terms of its cash, more cash in circulation than the Great British Pound, a former world reserve currency and currency of empire, that the revenue of the entity that is the issuer is more than the majority of recorded countries, right? It'd be like 113 out of 238. And it's the global reserve currency for crypto. And as has been reported in the last couple of months, because Chinese intermediary banks are getting scared that if they will do Russian transactions with Russian companies, even non-sanctioned Russian companies, that they'll get secondary sanctions, so they're not doing them anymore. Bloomberg reported in May, end of May, that they noted that non-sanctioned Russian commodity companies, particularly that are selling metals to China, are using Tether to settle trades that they do to China. So it's a currency that's actually a global reserve currency. It's a currency that's actually being used in commodity trades internationally at the highest level. So are we looking at something new? What are the implications of that? How does it fit into the history? Because again, you can't separate a currency from an empire. Can you separate an empire from a currency? Good question. And then, has everything that we've been doing in crypto not been about the tokens that we thought it was about? Has this all not been about BTC? I mean, the last 10 years, it's been Tether that's been traded for BTC. Has this not been about Bitcoin? Has this been about Tether, which, by the way, was issued first on Bitcoin, on the Bitcoin network as a token in 2014? Tether is Bitcoin's killer app. Maybe all the things that you thought you understood about what's going on with this crypto space are wrong, and you've just been looking at the wrong side of the trade. So let's get you looking at the right side of the trade. Like I said, still a few more seats. We're limited to 30. Few more seats. Bitcoin Mystery School. As I said, I'm doing a lot here with these concepts. So you will see some stuff come to the fore that's incredibly interesting and groundbreaking. That we're able to do because we're out here in the middle of nowhere and nobody's paying attention to us to some degree. 23rd, 24th, 25th, Bitcoin Mystery School. This may very well be the last one because I'm getting very, very busy with these things. They're all coming to fruition at the same time. Would love to see you there. It is the currency curriculum, and we are going to be talking about these exact concepts. I find them super fascinating. And regardless of whether you think they're interesting or not, it's the first time anything like this has ever happened. We've never had that sort of setup with a privately issued currency in the history of humanity. A non-state issued currency in the history of humanity. So I'm interested to hear, go ahead and comment, because I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this and talk about it, but it may be one of the last times that I talk about it publicly. It may only be for the next few weeks. But you could do privately, discuss with me in our Bitcoin Mystery School Telegram group if you are a former student. So we'd love to see you there. Like I said, bitcoinmysteryschool.com, 23rd, 24th, 25th of this month, August 2024, and I will see you there.